A motorcycle on a straight highway started at position x equals 0 and remains stationary from t equals 0 to t equals 2. At t equals 6, it is at x equals 60 meters, and at t equals 12, it reaches x equals 120 meters. Is the average velocity between t equals 0 and t equals 6 less than between t equals 6 and t equals 12? Why or why not? Let's draw the position versus time graph first. The x-axis is time in seconds. The y-axis is position in meters. At t equals 0 to t equals 2, it stays stationary, which means its position is just 0. And at t equals 6, I'm not drawing a scale, it's already at 60 meters. From t to 6, it already reaches 60 meters. At t equals 12, the motorcycle is at 120 meters, which is at this point. Okay. The question is about average velocity. The formula for average velocity is the displacement or the distance. I will use x over delta t. Delta t means the time intervals. Let's see what's the average velocity from t equals 0 to t equals 6. v1 equals x. What's the distance between 0 to 6 seconds? 60 meters minus 0. This 60 meters minus 0 is 60 meters. What's the time? It's 0 to 6 seconds. It's just 6 seconds, right? This equals 60 over 6 equals 10 meters per second. For V2 is from 6 seconds to 12 seconds. The V2 is equals to x2 over delta t2. The x2 is from 60 meters to 120 meters, which means the distance is 60 meters. The delta t2 is from 12 seconds to 6 seconds to 12 seconds, which means the time interval is 6 seconds. So we can get the average velocity is 10 meters per second. So we can get v1 is actually equals to v2. So we can already cancel out A and B. Let's see C and D. C, no, because equal distance were covered in equal time periods. Yes, that's absolutely correct, because the average velocity only depends on the distance you traveled in a time period and the length or the duration of the time period. That's absolutely correct. C is correct. D, no, because the motorcycle had to go faster in the first time interval since it was at rest for the first seconds. It's not correct. I already said that the average velocity only depends on the distance you traveled in the time period and the duration of the time period. It doesn't matter if you go fast at the first seconds or if you're at rest at the first seconds. So D is wrong. So C is the correct answer. Easy peasy.